and welcome to The Traveling Introvert. Today I'm going to talk to college students. Right now, a lot of people are graduating, and I'd like to tell you some tips of how you can prepare for the job hunt, because it's a little fiercer now than it's ever been. So one of the first things you need to think about and remember is it is a numbers game. Very few people will apply for one job and get it straight away. That's not generally how things work. But even before you start applying for jobs, there's a few things that you need to get in place. And so one of the first things you need to think about is your LinkedIn profile. Make sure that it is filled out in as much as you can. Have a professional photo, a background that kind of explains a little bit about who you are as a person and as a potential hire. Make sure everything is filled out about what you've studied, any projects you've done. Now, this is really important. LinkedIn has the ability to show a little bit of a portfolio or links to a portfolio. So make sure that those are readily available from your LinkedIn, and also using keywords that the kind of roles that you are looking for, so that when recruiters search within LinkedIn, they will pick up on those keywords and find you that way. So that's one thing. Then your CV. Now, your CV and your LinkedIn profile are not the same thing. They're two separate documents and they need to be treated as such. Make sure you set up a good email address that isn't linked to your school. A separate, hopefully, Gmail address that is first name dot last name, or first name initial last name, something that is professional. Please do not use any old email addresses that might not make you look like an adult at this point. And then when you're looking at your resume and your CV, get other people to proofread it. You are so used to looking at your writing and what you write and the way that you write that you might miss certain things. So having a second and third pair of eyes on your resume is a huge deal. So you can get that. If you have a friend who might be a recruiter, get them to look at it. Someone who's really good at English, get them to look at it. But in general, get 2 or 3 or 4 different pairs of eyes on your resume. The other thing you need to remember is you need to have a cover letter, and your resume and your cover letter should go hand in hand and work towards the goal and the role that you are looking for. But not only that, you might need to tweak your CV or your cover letter to go and be able to speak to the skills required for the job that you are looking for. So don't feel that you should send the exact same thing to everybody, and don't blanket everybody, because that's not the way to go about it. So you've got your resume set up, you've got your LinkedIn set up. Now Google yourself. I highly recommend you put your name into Google, and in your name and your state, or your name and your city, just to make sure what comes up. It should all be professional stuff, your LinkedIn, your portfolio, your GitHub, anything of that nature. If anything else comes up that you do not want employers to see what you can do to get rid of it. How open is your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, any of those things? Make sure that they are not visible to employers. They don't need to see it. They don't want to see it. Don't have it. All right. Now, as I was saying before, the job hunting game is a numbers game. So you will apply and you will find many, many jobs that you will apply for, but you will only get interviewed for a percentage of those, and then smaller again, the next interview, and smaller again, getting the job. So put yourself in a good mental place for the job hunt, knowing in advance that it is a numbers game, and don't take each rejection personally. If you can get feedback from your rejections, great, use that. Take the constructive feedback, use it, and move on. But please put yourself in a very good mental state, knowing that it is a numbers game. It will take time. It will take effort. Go ahead and make sure you're posting a lot on LinkedIn, connecting with recruiters, connecting with other people that might be helpful, and just getting your name out there as an expert in whatever field it is, in the amount of time that you've had and the experience that you have. Anything that can highlight why you'd be good for a company and why you bring good return on investment. And remember now that a lot of interviews and a lot of things are being done virtually. So don't be put off if things take a long time, because that's what's happening right now. Things are taking longer. Jobs are taking longer to fill. There's a lot of uncertainty in the world. So keep that in mind, and it is all about mindset. When you are connecting with people on LinkedIn, personalize your invitation. So this one more time. Personalize your invitation. Don't just blanket like, I saw you're a recruiter, please help. Don't do that. So those are a few tips on how you can prepare for the job hunt as a college student. Thank you for listening. This is Janice from The Career Introvert, helping introverts build their brand and get hired.